Hello, class. You are welcome to this spawn mushroom training. Spawn, I would say yes, spawn mushroom training or spawn training. The last time we met, we talked about instruments used in our laboratory apparatus. Instruments used in our mushroom laboratory apparatus. But today we are going to the real practical training, whereby we'll be seeing how we culture. We are going to culturing, how we are going to culture our tissues. What are the medias to be used? These are the things we are practically going to look at today. So I want you to enjoy, sit and relax as we go on. Thank you. So, like I said the other time, the first thing we are going to be doing is taking a conical flask. This is a conical flask. We are going to be using our media, holding as a media. So, the first thing I'm going to do is to sterilize. We sterilize it. We're going to sterilize with hot water. After that, we pour in our media. Before pouring our media, we have to on our digital scale. Like I said, one of the main uses of media, digital scale, is for measuring materials. So these are the part of materials to be measured. So you can see it is in a 0 gram. So we are going to put the conical flask on top, then zero it. After zeroing it, we are going to use 4% of the water to be used. We are going to use 200 ml, that is milligram. So we are going to use 8%, which is the 4% of the honey to be used. You have to be careful so that it will not yes, you can see that's 8% of honey to be used. So the next thing we are going to do is to off it. For now, it has finished its assignment. Then after that, we pour in our hot water to our water solution for mixing. Like I said the other time, we are going to 200 milligram. Yes, that's 200 milligram. Then we mix. We mix very well. We mix it very well. After mixing, we tie it with a tight bag, with a tight rubber band to make it firm very well. Then after that, we are going to put it in our pressure cook. We are going to pressure cook it. I'm going to put it in a pressure cooker. So the pressure cooker must have this inner built plate so that to allow the conical flask to sit on top before the water top. Yes. After that, if you like, you can put a small rubber, a small circle bag, in order to allow it to not to avoid breakage in case of any shakings when there is heat, with a direct heating with the cooker, just as a kind of absorber. So after that, we can close it. After closure, then you put it on the cooker for the next 20 minutes. That is to say, that meaning that we are boiling, we are sterilizing our honey solution. That is of 8 grams, and with a water content of 200 milligrams. That is 4% of water to be used is our honey solution. So we are going to be doing like this for the next 20 minutes. It's going to be boiling, sterilizing for the next 20 minutes. So this is how we're going to leave it. After the next 20 minutes, after pressure cook for the next 20 minutes, this is it. This is our honey solution. So we'll be leaving it for 5 or 10 minutes for cooling before we go to our inoculating chamber to inoculate it. This is our inoculating chamber. So the first thing we are going to do is to sterilize. We sterilize it. After sterilization, then we arrange those petri dishes inside. As you can see, I'm sterilizing it. Okay, it's off. I'm sterilizing. You sterilize very well to avoid any contamination. You sterilize very well. After 10 to 15 minutes of coldness, the next thing we have to do is to pour the media inside the petri dishes. This is how we are doing it. You need to be very fast. The first thing, try to untie the rubber band. You can get, because of the hotness, how it's very hot, you can get the salvage paper. Then after that, open the aluminum foil. Make sure that the spirit lamp is very close. Then pour it very fast. After that, then you close the mouth back. For as many, you can have as many petri dishes as you have the capacity, and you pour it there. Then we wait for it to get cold, after which we come back for the rest. After getting cold, the next thing we have to do is to sterilize the mouth of the scraping blade. You can see the scraping blade using a cotton wool. So you put your ethanol or your spirit, press it, you sterilize it. Sterilize it very well. After which you can use your sterilize with the mouth of the can sterilize the mouth very well to avoid any stubborn microbe or microorganism. To kill the microorganism, can sterilize very well, then clean it again. That's after the solution is cold. then you come back. The next thing we have to do now is to bisect the fresh tissue by firstly remove the upper top, cut it away, and the down part too, those dirt, cut them away. So after the cut, the next thing, then we open. Do it gradually and very fast. That's it. Then the first thing, put it very fast. The second one also. Cut it. Sterilize the mouth. To be very careful. That's all. So the next thing is to sellotape the mouth to avoid any form of ant. You know, it's the only solution. So to sellotape the mouth. As you can see, we have just sellotaped the mouth of both. So we leave it like this for the next 3 weeks until it's ramified. As you are seeing as it's growing, you'll be seeing the progress. You see some whitish. For the next 4 days, you know if it's contaminated or it's working. So you see some whitish substance like foaming, spreading at the surface of the petri dishes. So the next one we are going to now. I hope this is being informative for you. I want to thank you for viewing. Join us in our next slide. Thank you.